Hello again, this is Robert Veach here. This is my video review of the SGLEDS brand, their 36 watt LED security light. 3600 lumens on the light, has motion sensing. It's a floodlight for outdoor. It's ETL listed, and ETL is a company like UL, but it's been around actually longer than UL. It started with Thomas Edison, and I have a slide about that. That tells you that this is electrically very safe and for your home to use. Includes two rectangular head. It's IP65 waterproof, and I'll have a slide talking about how great that is. And you can use this in your garage, your patio, your porch, or your garden. Has a dusk to dawn sensor, and this produces the equivalent of 250 to 300 watt, and it's only using a fraction of that energy. Has a high quality dusk to dawn infrared motion sensor, turns on automatically once motion is detected. Frees your hands and save your electricity bill by up to 85%. Now this provides 3600 lumens, as I mentioned. 5000 K is the color, so it's very white, just like the sun. Now this uses something that's unique to this company. It's a ceramic heat dissipation technology. We're going to turn these lights on. We're going to let them run for quite a while. We're going to do some thermal tests on these because these work really well for dissipating heat. And what does that mean for you, the consumer? It means that these LEDs are going to last 50,000 hours because the heat is going to be dispersed off of them. The biggest detriment and the killer of LEDs is heat. Very different than incandescent. So the IP65 obviously means that it's ideal for outdoor use. Now it has easy installation with the included components. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. It just has a green wire, black hot wire, and a white neutral wire. We're going to show you how that gets hooked up, and we're going to test this. The company provides a 5-year unlimited warranty, which means you're covered for replacement or refund. If you have any questions or complaints, you can feel free to contact them. The customer service team is working 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Now there's different modes on this, and it has a mode switch right here. We're going to do a close-up of that. And then there's adjustments on the bottom of that. So let's take a look at that a little closer. There is mode switch right here, and it has 4 working modes. First one is the test mode. The light turns on for 5 seconds during daytime or nighttime, so it doesn't care whether it's day or night. Once it detects motion, this mode is used for checking whether the sensor works properly. So that'll be the first thing we'll test. We'll test that mode right there. Then there's the auto mode. When you click this one over, it goes to the auto mode, and it only works at night in this mode. It will light up for 1 to 10 minutes according to the time setting. So on the bottom of the unit, there's a lux adjustment. We'll talk about it later. This is the time right here, and you could set minimum to maximum on the time. So at night, when this gets triggered, you can determine how long these will be on in that auto mode. Then there's the on time mode. It means that the light can work as a standard LED light without motion sensing. Light works at daytime or night while you turn on the switch. Stops working after you turn off the switch. So this is mode right here called on time. It just turns the light on and off. So when you put it on, the light's going to come on, and then you can go to the test mode to shut it off, but it's going to act just like a light and come on regardless of whether it's night or day. Then you have the dusk to dawn mode, and it's called D to D mode, all the way to the right there. And this mode, the light automatically turns on at dusk or night and turns off at dawn, or when outside it's too bright for your sensor. So that means that this is not going to turn on and off based on motion. This is going to come on and off just based on light or lux. So as the sun goes down, it comes on, the sun comes up, it shuts off. There's no motion sensing on that mode. Now there is a lux control knob, which I quickly showed. It's this one right here. You want to put that in the center initially, and that determines the brightness sensitivity, which can distinguish bright daytime or dark night. So you can determine when you're going to have this turn on. And the reason why that's important is you could have this in a shaded area of your house and it may not go off when you want it to. So you can adjust that right there so that you can get it just right. And then you have a time. The center one was for time. Then you also have a range control for sensing the range. Counterclockwise to decrease the sensing range. So that's the range right there. You can see it says range, and that allows you to adjust the range or sensitivity of the sensor that detects motion and heat. So that if it constantly is getting triggered by some neighbor's dog, you can decrease that and allow it not to be triggered so often from the motion of that dog or that person, whatever. So wiring this up is very simple. I'm going to use a plug that has the neutral and the hot labeled, and I'm not going to be concerned about the ground right now. We're just going to do a test. So the neutral is the white wire, and that's pretty much standard on all systems throughout the world usually. And I'm going to take the hot wire, which is the black wire right here, and we're going to power this up and do some tests on it. First testing I did is I powered it on, and it was in the test mode. Now you see it comes on right again, and I want to show you how much watts it's using. So I've got a kilowatt meter right here. I'll have a link to purchase one of these. It's 33.5 watts. So that's all it's drawing, and it's producing what looks like a 250 watt or greater light source, which is pretty impressive. So I want to point out that in this test mode, it allows you to obviously test the unit. So it is motion sensing, and it will run for 5 seconds and it'll shut off. So let's see what resets it. So there, now if I do motion, it comes right back on. So that's a very good test mode. So I want to show the auto mode. I have it in auto mode, and I have a flashlight on the sensor. The sensor is right there on the unit, right there. So if this is simulating that there is light, and then as the sun goes down, now it comes on because I moved. So in that mode, it will come on when it senses that it is dark out and there's motion in that mode. And you have, again, you can adjust the time right there from 1 to 10 minutes on that knob right there. Now this is dusk to dawn mode. I have the switch set to that, and the light will come on when it senses the sun going down, regardless of whether there's motion or not. So let's simulate the sun going down. And there it comes on. So I didn't have any motion to trigger that. That's just what it's going to do. It's going to do it based on the sun coming on and off. Now it's got to stay on, and now it turned off because the sun came back off. Because the sun came back on. About a half hour. I want to do some thermal tests on it. So I have a little thermal gun. And let's just take a look at a couple things. Let's go right on the LED. 132 degrees Fahrenheit, and if I move to the ceramic, it's 134 degrees Fahrenheit. So what that's telling me is that the LEDs, the heat is dissipating off the LEDs into the air, and the same amount, slightly even more, is coming off the ceramic carrier right there. And that's a good thing, because that means that the heat is going outward, and it's going outward off the ceramic also, keeping these running relatively cool considering the power level. So let's look at what the light comes with. It has a included waterproof gasket that'll go on the back of the unit. It has the bar-shaped mounting plate right here with the ground screw and 2 outer mounting screws and the center mounting screw that's going to go through the light right there. Then it has a little cap that you could put on there to block that. And it has the 3 wire connectors included. Very simple to electrically connect this. Now, not only is there a lot of adjustments for the modes and for the sensitivity and the time, but there's also adjustments mechanical. So this sensor is on a ball bearing system, and it can be moved in all these different positions so that you get the right reaction to the ambient light and whatever you're triggering it towards, people, you know, in an area, animals, whatever, allows you to adjust that. And then the lights themselves, very simply, allow you to change the angle. And you could also rotate them too, which is unique. You can just rotate them also in addition to that. So now you can put this light wherever you want. Let's say you wanted to light up a soffit area of your house versus part of your yard. You have full control over that, and that's really nice. So I want to show you how bright this light is. I have all my studio lights turned off, and my whole basement light turns off. And I just have this light on, and it's basically illuminating my whole messy basement. And if I were to lift it up, it would even illuminate the back area right there. But you could just see how bright this light really is. So what's my overall impression about the SGLEDs brand? Their 36 watt LED security light, 3600 lumen. I like this product. It has so many features. It has so much flexibility. With these control modes, the 4 of them, and with these 3 knobs on the bottom, you can really customize this to your home. And that's what's unique about it. You really can get this working flawlessly. Wherever you put it in your outside of your home, you're going to get it to work with these adjustments. That's really unique. The ceramic thermal cooling efficiency of these LEDs is incredible, as I demonstrated. That's going to allow this product to last a really long time. It has a 5-year warranty and customer service support. So this is a great product from a great company. I'm going to give it a full 5-star rating on my channel. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to alert you new video uploads. And if you like this review, please hit the like button. I hope the information I present helps you with all your buying decisions. Thanks for watching.